Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, where there's more unrest after 2 civilians have been reported killed and several others injured in the Dheerkot area of Bagh district in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The protesters there have alleged that the police and paramilitary have directly opened fire on protesters who are marching towards Muzaffarabad demanding more rights. They've alleged that their fundamental rights have been violated. Mobile internet services have been completely put to a halt for the last 72 hours in that part of PoK. Let me go across to Rishabh now for more on this. Rishabh, tell us about what's exactly happening inside PoK as we speak, because the Shehbaz Sharif government there in Pakistan is claiming to hold talks with the Awami Action Committee, which on the ground has been holding these protests. But clearly, there's a huge amount of resentment against the Pakistani dispensation there on the ground in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir.
Well, resentment is a polite word to use. Many suggest that this is a complete frustration among the masses in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir who believe that the Pakistani army, which is dominated by the Punjabi officers of Pakistan, have been, using the resources from PoK and only developing things in Punjab and other areas of Punjab, and nothing is being done in the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The Jammu Kashmir Awami Action Committee has now called for a long march at Lal Chowk in Muzaffarabad. There was a confrontation between the protesters and the Pakistani army, where Pakistani army opened fire, leaving 2 protesters dead. The Awami Action Committee has very categorically said that A, withdrawal of troops from the protest site, and B, restoration of mobile services in the area is something that has to happen immediately if the talks need to go further. Awami Action Committee is very clear that the situation in PoK right now is an outcome of the neglect that the area has seen and have faced because of all the concentration being done toward Punjab.
And Rishabh, these protests are about a whole host of issues. One, of course, is that of political reform, because there's a campaign of repression and suppression on the part of the Pakistani state in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And there's, of course, also inflation as well. So there's a demand for subsidized flour. There's also a demand for fairer power tariffs, among a whole host of other claims and demands that are being made on the part of the protesters. Give our viewers a perspective on that too.
Well, if we talk about these things, if we talk about inflation, if we talk about the situation, see, development hasn't taken place in PoK. The resources have been taken out, be it the hydroelectricity or others that have been, taken from PoK, but the electricity goes to Punjab, and that is the main, piece of resentment among the protesters there, that our resources are being used, but nothing is coming to us. Inflation is another thing. The electricity charges have gone so high that the protesters...
Well, we'll keep a very close eye, Rishabh, on what's been happening in PoK, and of course we'll be relying on you to get us an in-depth perspective on the uprising in that part of PoK as we speak.